this hair. You said you drew this black girl, of course. She's a beautiful black girl with hair. So tell us about the journey with your hair.
Well, when I first started to get chemo, I came and got my hair dyed black because I knew it was going to fall out, but I still kind of wanted to be pretty about it. So I came and got my hair dyed. Then it started to fall out after my first round of chemo, and I started to make wigs for myself and just trying to keep, you know, myself looking pretty the way that I felt that I looked pretty. And once my hair started to grow back, I still didn't really wear it because I was kind of self-conscious about it, but now I like it and it's really growing in very nicely.
Very nicely. So, and let's talk about this hair cutting party that we had. So let me kind of bring us into that. The family members, we all just embraced Kayla through this journey. We're not going to call it a depressing time. We're going to call it a journey. We're just going to give it that because we're not going to give cancer any glory here. We're going to call it a journey. So during this journey, a lot of the family members got together and we decided that we were going ball for the cause, and we called it Cuts for Kayla. So this is what we're doing. So we called it Cuts for Kayla, and we're actually in the process of actually starting an annual motorcycle ride on behalf of Kayla. And so lymphoma, yeah, we do want to talk about the color. Let's show our bracelets there. Yes. The color, the lime green is the color for the lymphoma cancer. So a lot of us just only know the color pink, but there are different colors to represent certain forms of cancer. So on the haircutting thing, I actually was one of the ones who shaved my head completely bald, and Kayla actually got to go around the table and cut all of our hair. So tell them about how did that make you feel that we were supporting you?
It just made me feel good that I had a big support system, because even though you guys didn't really know personally what I was going through, you guys stayed there beside me through everything and made sure that I felt still like my normal self, even though I was battling cancer, and it just made me feel really good that I had a big support system.
Right. And speaking of the support system, while you were in the hospital, is it safe to say that there was somebody there every single day that you were there?
Yes, it was someone there every time. Even if it was a friend or a family member, someone always made sure that they came and made sure that I was okay. Even if I didn't really feel like being bothered sometimes, due to the medicine kind of made me feel kind of down, but it was always someone there.
And from the beginning to the end, how many days were you actually in the hospital?
Well,
even if you don't recall the exact number, about the time from the beginning to the end of your fight with this cancer.
I would say that I know I had cancer for about like 200 days. So I would say I was maybe in the hospital maybe half of that time, because I was in the hospital for 5 days every month. So yeah, it was kind of long for me.
So if you could tell the world, what were some of the things that you used to keep your mind uplifted, to keep your spirit uplifted? If you could share something that would be encouraging to someone who may be battling with some form of cancer, what would you say was the echelon or the mountaintop for you that kept you saying, I'm going to beat you, cancer?
Well, I would say to try to maintain your everyday habits. Even though that you're sick, you're still a human being. So the things that you like to do, I would say to continue to do those things, to just make yourself feel that you're still normal even though that you're sick. And I know some things you may not be able to do because it'll cause problems to your health, and with the treatment you can't be around large crowds, but if you like to sew or puzzle or anything like that that you can do at home, continue to do those things, because it'll just make you feel like you're still normal. You're still that same person that you were before you were diagnosed with cancer.
That's a great concept, because we never treated you differently. Is that safe to say? We never treated you differently. She's always been Kayla to us. I affectionately call her Lala. So we always made sure that We never said, you know, oh my gosh, she's sick, she can't do this, she can't do that. We always included you and made sure you were always still a part of everything, and always just check with you to make sure, are you okay today? Because there were times when I even came into the hospital to see you, and I said, Kayla, do you feel like having visitors today? And I know that you love TT. I know that you love TT. But you always have to make sure that you're okay being in their space and that they're okay with you being there, because sometimes you just need space. So can you explain to family who may feel like the people or the person don't want them in their space, what is it like to, how can you explain that?
Well, it's really not that we don't want you around. We do want our family around and all of the support, but sometimes it can be a little overwhelming because we have so much going on and we're thinking about so much and we're questioning everything that's going on. So sometimes we would just like time to ourselves because it'll allow us to have like a clear mind and not just be bombarded by a lot of different emotions, because some people, they kind of rub their emotions on other people, so it's kind of overwhelming at that point.
And let's talk about your prayer life. Did at any time you embrace prayer during this journey?
Yes, I did. I prayed a lot. I feel like I became closer to God during this process. And my grandmother, she's passed, but I talk to her a lot. I wear her necklace every day. I feel like that really kind of helped me too, because I know that she was looking down on me and she would want me to keep fighting and she would be there, and I think that's really what pushed me as well.
That's awesome for you to say that. And if you don't mind, you mind sharing your age with the
Yeah,
world?
I'm 18 years old. I'll be 19 on July 6th.
And so that's encouraging coming from a young woman your age to say, don't give up, be encouraged, be uplifted, stay in prayer, walk closer with God. And so I want to just commend you for that. And on next week, her mother will be here with us. So we'll get to talk to your mother about what it was like to be a parent to you going through this process. And so I just want to thank you again. Are there any last words you would like to say to our audience that may be battling with cancer?
Yes, I would say to reach out to other people that may be going through the same thing as you. They'll know what to say because they're going through the exact same thing or went through the same thing, and it will just kind of give you a little bit of more peace of mind knowing that there is happiness at the end of your journey. And don't give up and just keep pushing, because when you keep pushing, you can be encouraging someone else that may be going through what you're going through as well, that may be a little down and just need a little extra push, and you'll just be able to remind them that there's always hope.
Right. And just about a few weeks ago, we actually celebrated the fact of, we let some green balloons go, we celebrated, we had a good time. Tell the audience why. Tell them why.
Why do we?
Yeah, why do we have the celebration? Why do we do that?
We had the celebration because I am now cancer-free.
Yeah. Say it again.
I'm cancer-free, and we let the balloons go just basically to symbolize letting cancer go. We're not looking back, and what's done is done now. We've beat it, and now we're just moving forward to the next chapter.
Thank you, Kayla, for being here. Thank you, love you. Mwah. Thank you all for watching. Remember, tune in on next week. Her mother will be here with us. We just celebrate Kayla. We celebrate her for all that she's been through, all that she's gone through, and she calls herself the lymphoma warrior. So let's celebrate her, but most of all, let's celebrate God. And remember to tune in. And remember to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Share this video with someone. And I pray this has helped someone to be uplifted and to know that you, yes, you are a winner. I love you, I love you, I love you. And there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. Until next time, be well, be blessed. Bye-bye.